What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here with my Jewish Cato Lee Syatt for another fun-filled episode of the church. What is it?
New Testament.
New Testament. Tuesday, the 16th of the month. It's moving fast, people. So get on the boat. It's moving fast. We're down to 14 more Mondays till Christmas. And you're sitting there worried about,
Please tell me that's right.
That is right.
How do you know that?
Because there's a stupid tidbit that Yahoo put up about a month ago. So just doing the fucking math the last 3 weeks, I'm down to 14 Mondays. It's stupid. I would never say that. But when I read it, it simplified a lot of things in my life. You got 14 Mondays to get it together before the end of the year. Monday is the day you feed the spirits, you pray, you thank God for giving you another week to be the ultimate warrior. And we got 14 of those.
Do you still do the glass of water?
Every Monday. Every Monday.
That's how long have
I
you been
didn't do
doing
nothing
that?
today.
No?
Today I really just lived for the spirits today. I didn't do nothing.
How long have you done the glass of water?
Since I'm 3 years old.
Every Monday.
For my father. But I have a couple glasses. I have glasses for his grandmother, glasses for Vinny. I have glasses. So you put a glass for everybody who died. I'm running out of fucking glasses. Dead. I'm running out of fucking glasses, what I'm saying to you.
Oh.
I'm supposed to listen. Listen, you have no idea what the Cubans do. So on Mondays, Cubans are supposed to, no music, my family. I don't know what your family does. But for the spirits, there's no music early on in the daytime.
Okay.
You have to give them water. You have to clean the spirit. It's called something.
Altar?
Ancestor thing. That's what it's called. Like I have his mother's bottles on there. Anything somebody gave me. You know, somebody gave me a gun. I can't put that up there. But somebody gave me a statue of like a thing. I have his statue there. And you just put a little thing, man. I put a picture of his grandmother and a grandfather that I got from your aunt, and you just put them there. And I don't have a candle for all of them. I'll light the house on fire. Because that's what you're supposed to do. But then you're supposed to feed them.
Like actual food?
So whatever you cook, you have to put a little dish out for them. I know.
That's nice.
I know. Until you have a cat or a dog or fucking mice, okay?
Or you get really stoned and you want to, you've never eaten that food, have you?
And then you have spirits that don't get along.
Shut up.
So you got to feed them in different rooms.
Was it people who didn't get along in like the while they were alive?
When you do the Santeria stuff,
right?
When you cut up the animals, there's saints that don't get along. So you got to put them in different rooms and do when you cut the goat or the fucking chicken or whatever, you have to put them in different rooms. There's one saint that likes to eat in the bathroom. So you got to feed them in the bathroom. So you got to go piss around them.
Is that your favorite saint?
I don't know. I don't remember anymore. But you have to put a candle on.
He likes to eat.
And I remember being like a kid and burning my foot on the candle.
Oh, no.
You got to go pee and walk around the fucking candle and the Cuban stew and you got fried bananas in there. As a kid, you don't know how many times you're like, man, I'm going to eat one of those bananas. But your mother scares the hell out of you. She's like, don't eat those because the spirit will punish you. They'll put cake out for the motherfucker, like if it's his favorite cake and you're sitting there fucking, I can't eat it because fucking.
You're on a diet.
I'm on a diet, whatever. It's just, so that's what you're really supposed to do when you really get down to it.
That's fucking cool.
Mondays are you have an ancestor table. And you just put, like I put the two kids I grew up with in North Bergen that died because they were part of your life,
Fuck yeah.
And you ever see the movie Coco?
Of course.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, yeah.
But
you got pissed because my ex didn't like that movie. And she was Mexican.
Like, how can you not like that movie? It's a fucking great kids movie. Like, listen, they paid me to go see it.
I know.
So I didn't give a fuck. I went in there like, ching, ching. But I was like, this is a fucking tremendous movie. Because all it says is whenever you put a picture up of somebody that's dead, you pull them out of that. You keep them alive in heaven. Mm-hmm. And then what's the plot of the movie? He has to pull his grandfather back from heaven.
So I don't remember how he got there, but it was like his grandfather was being forgotten.
Hold on one second. I know people at home are going, Joey, that's it. We've had it with you. Coco, how old are you? You're an old man. You watch Coco. I got a daughter. And sometimes those kid movies, dog, let me tell you something. All those Pixar, the other day I went to somebody's house to eat dinner, and the little girl was watching the guy with a skinny with the big head. And,
I feel like that's all of them.
Yeah, one of those.
Was it Shrek?
No, the other one. And I sat there and I was giggling.
Oh, yeah, I have a good time. Even
and then
edibles
she
is
was,
great.
and then I realized when you're a kid, you want your people to watch TV with you. You're like, Mama, come here, watch this. She's like, I'm busy cooking, you know. So I didn't know. I just went over there and sat with her and her sister.
Right.
And my wife. My wife was in there. But she got so excited because I sat in there. Like me and my wife sat there. Like she would look at me and go, watch this part.
The whole time.
The Minions.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The Minions. Fucking
Those are
great.
funny. Those are good ones.
And they play, you know, they're geniuses because they play music for us.
Uh-huh.
They put music that we grew up with. So at least you're not sitting there like a fucking idiot in the movie theater. Like, there ain't nothing here for me. All of a sudden, you know, they put like Justin Timberlake. You get a little wiggle to you, niggle. You know what I'm saying?
It's great. I love getting high. And you were so, because you got to bring Mercy to like the premiere of that.
Coco.
And she was
because
really
they had
young.
nobody named Coco.
Right.
So that was the deal. For the people who don't know, let me tell you what happened. I got a call like Monday at 3. They're like, hey, man, are you busy tonight? And I always say, no, yeah. Because I don't know what they're going to hit me with. So I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, man. Disney's willing to give you like $1,500 to go see Coco because the tennis player dropped out. Coco Golf dropped out, and then there was another Coco. And like, you know, and we'll send a car.
Oh, shit.
I was like, okay. And I'm like, I got to go to Disney World anyway. I might as well work them when I'm down there for some Disney shit.
Fuck.
So, yeah, they sent the car and everything. Mercy was all excited and shit. We went down there, and the movie was sensational. And then the guy gave me some loot, and then the guy came over to me and I go, listen, I got to get to Disneyland, and I want that package where you get the tour. I'm not waiting on lines. You got to do the fucking Under the Cape tour. That's the only way to do that. I don't even want to go Under the Cape. That's Mariah Carey and James Bond and those people. I just don't want to wait online.
Right.
That's it. And the guy goes, done. So
isn't that the time that you tried to eat edibles and they almost threw you out, though?
Yeah.
They followed you to the hotel.
they follow me to the hotel.
Disney doesn't fuck around.
No, the girl just, you know, listen, man, there's people that take their job just a little too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
They were giving her maybe $8 an hour to be like a part-time security. No weapon, no flashlight, no whistle.
I was going to say.
And, dog, she watched me from, I don't know why. She just looked like, what's that in your hand? A key. You know?
Yeah.
And then she's like, what? No, I got an edible. And she goes, well, you have to put that back in your room. Like, all right. So I just went, my room was right there. I went around, ate half of it and threw it in the garbage. I went back. She goes, you didn't go up to your room. I said, are you serious? And she goes, yeah, I'm not going to let you in. I go, hold on. I had like 8 people with me. I go, get your boss for a second. I go, listen, just give me my money back. We don't need this aggravation. Then somebody came from Disney. No, it's all right. And I'm happy. To this day, I love that woman because she saved my life.
Why?
Because if I would have ate a whole edible, I wouldn't be here right now. That was one of the scariest fucking days of my life.
I can't, honestly, like Disney's fun on edibles, but if it was hot and you're walking around for like 12 hours.
It wasn't hot. And you know me, I ain't walking nowhere for 12 hours. It was the rides.
Really?
Yeah, I got on a ride. I'm like, all right. And all of a sudden the ride took you around, but you had to go over a lake. I didn't know that. I'm in that motherfucker like, yeah. And all of a sudden I look over. I'm like, oh, I'm over a fucking lake.
And you got scared?
Petrified. I thought I was going to puke. I just kept going around and around in circles. I got off. I go, I'm done with rides. Then I went into that fucking happy ride. It's a great world after all. You ever go on that?
It's a small world. Yeah.
You ever go on that?
Of course.
You sit there and it takes you around the world. But they throw sand in your face when you get to India and shit. Fucking. I'll never forget sitting there going, thank God I didn't eat a whole edible. Because you go to India, you go to all these countries sitting there.
Right.
And your feet are only this far off the thing. But you feel like you're really up in the sky and with an edible.
You don't like that? That's so. Have you ever freaked out on an edible in public? Like I know you did. I know you've been on planes, but like, have you had like a legit freak out?
No. I had a freak out on coke at a party here in Jersey one time. I just started yelling at everybody, what the fuck are you motherfuckers looking at? I'm bleeding from my nose, you know. What are you looking at? You're bleeding. You're disgusting.
Really?
You're a fucking junkie. What are you doing? It was a Christmas party. It was somebody's Christmas party from North Bergen. And I was fucked up.
What does it feel like when you're fucked up on coke? You're just like out too much energy?
It was
or
like a week of doing coke.
Okay.
It was like 3 nights, then I took a night off, then 3 more nights, then the holidays came. And you would go from the 21st to the 2nd.
Jesus.
It was like one of those parties on the 28th. And I went off at this party. I'll tell you there was a North Bergen guy that was going to beat me up.
Okay.
Because I was just calling everybody a fuck and all this shit, and I'm bleeding from my nose, and I'm walking around with a bottle. I'm like Scarface. I was like
Holy
Scarface
shit.
in the restaurant. That's what like a week later, I was like, I got to give this shit a break.
Really?
Yeah, it causes like a schizophrenia after fucking.
Well, if you're not, because you're not sleeping
You're
for
not
those
sleeping.
3 days. Fuck.
You're not sleeping, so you're just snorting and you're eating minimal stuff. You got no money to eat, but you got a lot of money to do coke. That's the problem. I never understood that. I didn't have a hotel, but I'm snorting coke till 8 in the morning. I never understood that, but that's when it was like a schizophrenia. I caught myself. Like after yelling at people for 3 minutes, I'm like,
sorry.
Holy shit. I'm standing there, bleeding from my nose, with blood all over my shirt, with a bottle of Jack Daniels in my hand, yelling at a party full of 30 people. Oh. And that's it. I was out of North Bergen a week later.
I was going to say, that's hard to get like.
I was so fucking embarrassed. So fucking embarrassed, man.
Well, how long did it take to, like, did you have to, like, be sober to be embarrassed? Or did you have to come down from it? Or, like, immediately?
I didn't give a fuck that night.
No?
I was still yelling in the car and shit. Your uncle drove me home with Vivian. I'll never forget that. And we didn't say a word in the car. Not a word. I think your uncle even had it with me at that point. It was like a 3-month stretch that we were going crazy.
I can't. I have nothing to like compare it to, like, because you don't plan to go on a bender like that, right? It just sort of happens.
You don't plan to do anything. You just, it was the holidays, and it was. I was young. I didn't really know. Nobody really knew, and it was like a week long, 10 days of just pounding it, And now with the Christmas shit, I had no family, so now it's the 28th. God knows what's going through my mind. God knows. But hold on, let's start this thing properly.
Okay.
We'll be right back after Blue Chew. Hey, Uncle Joey here. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I want to talk to you about something. It's time to give that third leg a workout with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. You can have stronger, harder, longer-lasting erections like that in no time. Listen, that Blue Chew package is a little mint now. It's just a little mint. You can put that in your wallet. You see somebody lurking late night, you know what I'm saying? She's looking good, or he's looking good. You pop that thing and you're ready to go. Blue Chew even comes in a little mint form. Like I said, it's tremendous. So it does double duty to freshen your breath before the big ba-boom. You follow me? You hit them with a shot of mint breath, and then you do what you got to do. So you buy a couple to keep around, or subscribe to keep the good times coming on a consistent basis. Why stop? If it works for you, bigger erections, harder dick, more people calling you, it's doing its job. And we got a special deal for church listeners. As always, you're going to get your first month of Blue Chew absolutely free. That's right. Absolutely free. Just press in code Joey, Joey at checkout, and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. $5 to open up the door to a beautiful new life. Just can you see yourself floating through dreams with that third stick just hitting trees, knocking over your grandma's flowers, Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. How's that? Kick this motherfucking Mule Lee. We're back. All right. How was your week?
I had a really good week, actually. I've had a couple of really good weeks. I did a couple midnight shows last week, which are really fucking
dark.
I did one at a club and one at a bar, And at the bar, because you didn't get mad at me like earlier this week, but I did a late show, and I did okay, but I was trying to do too much material. So then I went into this midnight show, and like it didn't even start till like 12:30. People basically were just stumbling in like hammered.
Hammered.
And I think I had like an 8-minute set, and for like 6 I had them, and like the last 2 because you just were like, you didn't get mad at me, but like, don't do material for midnight shows.
Ah.
So I just went off the cuff a little bit, but that was really fun. And then actually tonight, what I'm super excited about is I'm actually going to see Adam Sandler tonight, and I'm fucking
Where at?
the stadium, the like basketball place in Albany. Because last night he was in New York, but I couldn't go on Monday night, so he's in Albany, and it's like, I don't know, man. With all these people, like just getting older, and Adam's not old, but I've been in love with him since I was in middle school. Like Adam Sandler, like Happy Gilmore, for me when I was growing up in like the 90s, Happy Gilmore, I still remember it was Jonathan Nicholas' house, and I think he had the VHS, I forget where we watched it, but it blew my mind. And I didn't even really know him. Like the Hanukkah song came later. But like I was like, I want to see. And then he came back a couple years, like that Netflix special where he had that Chris Farley song at the end.
It was fucking great.
Amazing.
That Netflix special I thought was phenomenal. Listen, I didn't know how to feel about Adam Sandler.
Before you met him or after?
Oh, I'll never forget. I had to watch one of those movies, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work for me.
I can see that.
And then here's the funny thing: the guy that's directing "Take a Banana for a Ride,"
Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross has a great one-man show, and that I want to go see.
Yeah, me too.
The guy that's directing that, his name is Steve Kessler.
Okay.
Steve Kessler is nephew to my main man, Mike Kessler.
Oh, I thought the name sounded
familiar. When I was getting into comedy, he'd always tell me about his nephew, NYU. And then I didn't hear about his nephew no more. Like, what happened to his nephew? And I'll tell you what happened. His first directing job was Happy Gilmore.
Fuck.
And after 3 weeks, he went into the studio and said, I can't do this no more. I don't think the kid is funny.
Had him?
And they fired him.
Yeah, I can see that.
That motherfucker didn't work for years. How can you get, because he told the truth. Listen.
I was going to say props to him for being honest.
When I first watched Adam Sandler, I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. I watched the one with the kid.
Billy Madison?
One of them. I watched the kid.
See, like that, I think he was probably for people my age. Like like those movies, and now his movies are like getting older, but that movie, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, there was another one. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Those three, dude, they still, like, those are the movies I like. If they're on, I have to turn them on. They just, he's just silly. Like that, it was just like the height of, like, just being silly. And I honestly don't even know much of his stand up, or I have no idea what he's going to be doing on tour. But it's like, it just, I don't know. That to me is, I don't know what to even compare him to for you. Like,
well,
if there was
I didn't know who the fuck he was.
Right.
And then I wouldn't even watch that shit. I'm not a big Saturday Night Live guy.
Right.
So Chris Farley and all that, he was whatever he was, and that wasn't for me. So I just got a call one day that he was directing The Longest Yard, and I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a whirl, and I did everything I had to do. And when I met him for lunch, he surprised the shit out of me. But not really. It was in a professional environment. It was when I met him for the table read that I was like, oh, I got to pay attention to this motherfucker. Because he wasn't your normal actor. He wasn't acting like an actor.
Right.
And then we did the movie, and I really got to like him. Like, I watched the scenes. I didn't think he was overly hilarious.
Right.
But I got his comedy and I got his warmth, which is really good. And that, like, during the movie, I started watching, like, one of my favorite movies is 50 First Dates.
Oh, yeah. That's a great fucking movie.
Fucking great movie. So, but when I watched this Netflix special, I got to tell you something. I was blown away. And till this day, I thought it was the best special of the year. By hands down. Like,
it was a few years ago, right?
Listen, man, it's variety stand-up. He comes out with a guitar. He does sketches. He brings his friends up. He does stand-up. It's a party. He knows how to do it. He's a fucking genius.
And that was like that one when he shot it the entire tour, right? Like that was, I think so, like because he had the other guy playing the piano for him.
Somebody.
That was a great
It's
special.
a great fucking special.
Something different. And it's
Remember I've always told you? What have I been telling you for years? Something has to change. I
Yeah.
hate going to shows with 3 comedians and an hour. And something's got to change. He changed it. He changed what I thought you could change. He changed it. Like he just said, this is what I'm going to do. I don't like guitar comedy.
right.
I do not like it. I don't, it's for a certain person. It's for a certain person. Right. They have to want to be in a band. And like that shit drives me fucking insane.
Okay.
Okay. You always think about the people that are hard to follow.
Right.
And you always think about, I'm going to have a hard time following Eddie Murphy. I'm going to have a hard time following Rogan. I'm going to have a hard time following Bill Burr. No.
Who do you have a hard
Once
time
you go
following?
up there and you stature, I used to have to follow this fucking guy. and not only that, like this is a different time. I had a different fucking head. And I would have to follow this guy that didn't have a joke throughout his whole act. Nicest guy in the world. But then he went in the back. And this is 2000. This is 98. This motherfucker would put a Tina Turner outfit
The whole thing?
and sing like a couple Tina Turner songs. Listen, nobody could follow this dude.
Were they laughing after or they're just going fucking nuts?
A fucking standing ovation, people dying in the halls, holding on to their hearts. And you're like, I work every night at the fucking comedy store, and I can't get them to laugh one time. This motherfucker puts on a wig, goes out there as Tina Turner, and look at these poor white people. They're all over the floor. They're having a heart attack, giving them a standing ovation. I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out.
Right.
And those are the toughest people, if done correctly, that you're going to ever follow. Because it's not a joke they're following. They just did like a music parody.
Right.
I was at the Comedy Store one night, and James Stevens III went up. And they fucking hated him. Everybody hated James Stevens III. Nice guy.
The audience or the other comics?
The comics hated him.
Okay.
They called him James Stevens III
Oh,
to his
Jesus.
face. James Stevens was a black dude. You guys might remember he played the piano on the Stephanie Miller show at night. There was a show after Kimmel or I don't know. This is 95, 96. So me and Josh opened from Seattle. He's from Seattle.
Okay.
So I got to meet him and talk to him. Very nice guy. I got to LA and he would sing. He would fucking go up there, crack a couple jokes, and he was good looking. Then to boot, he would sing like fucking the black singer from New Jack City. At the end, before they get shot, he's like, I'm not Mary J. Blige. That's a woman. Whatever his fucking
Marvin
name is.
Gaye?
No,
No, I don't know.
Marvin Gaye was dead by then. This guy's up there fucking, I want to be, but those black singers, women, just chubby black chicks go crazy. So fucking,
Specifically.
that's who would go crazy, is all the
Okay.
chubby white chicks and black chicks when Steven would sing. But one night I saw him at the Improv with a little organ. He fucking flatlined the place. I left there banging my head on the fucking wall. I gotta go get an organ now. What the fuck? But one night he was at the Comedy Store, it was like 40 people, and he leveled it. Leveled those 40 people. It had to be 11:30 at night. I'll never forget, Eddie Griffin went up after him. Eddie went right after him. He's like, let's keep it going for James Stevens III,
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden he goes, because this is what I'm saying to you. There's some people that flies with, and there's some people that don't fly with. It don't fly with me. But when he said this on stage, I'm like, thank God. He goes, I don't know that motherfucker. Now, he didn't say motherfucker. He said a different word, a derogatory word used for black people. He said,
Use your imagination.
he said, this motherfucker didn't read the sign out there. This is the goddamn Comedy Store, not the singing store. I'll never fucking forget that.
And was this at like the height of like Eddie Griffin being a star?
This was like the height of it, yeah.
So, like,
before he crashed the car.
Oh. I can't even imagine.
Bro, nobody will talk to Eddie now.
Why?
Because he crashed that car. It was worth like $300,000.
Why do they care?
I don't fucking know, but nobody else gave him work after that. They couldn't put him behind a fucking wheel of a car. I think, what's his name?
I don't know the
The
story
chick
of
with
him
the big
crashing
nose
his
that
car.
sings. Her father lives in North Bergen. Lady Gaga. Fucking put him in that movie with The Star Is Born. Blinking and shit, him and Dave Chappelle. But before that, nobody had seen Eddie Griffin since White Chicks or something like that.
Oh, my
Because he
God.
crashed those cars.
What cars did he crash?
I don't know. He was on the set of a movie, maybe Too Fast, Too Furious, and he fucking and he blew up some cars, a 400,000 Maserati or something.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool to see. But I can't imagine killing on stage at the store and then a star. It'd be like me going up doing well and you going on stage and like not in like a lighthearted way, like bad mouthing me. Like that would kill me.
$1.2 million Ferrari.
Would you work again? What was the set he was on? What was the movie he was on? A $1.2 million car. Yeah,
I gotta be honest, that must be pretty fucking cool.
I get my fucking.
Red Line, 2007. What's his car?
1.2 million. Do you think they charge him for that?
I don't know. I think that when you crash a 1.2 million car, they pretty much just look at you and tell you to go home. They don't even want to.
What about the movie?
They don't even want to look at your face. Like you just crashed a $1.7 million car.
Rarely got work after this scene. They don't insure it. They don't insure it. Rarely got.
They don't. You don't think they insure it for what it was? I thought they were gonna make money off of it. No.
This is a guy that sold his own script. He wrote a bunch of scripts that he sold. I know for a fact he sold Daddy's Grandma's Boy or Mama's Boy or whatever. He sold that. That was his script because he was trying to get me in that movie. You know, he was a good guy to me, whatever. I'm not saying nothing bad.
Right.
But I'm just letting you know that for some people, that shit don't fly.
Dude, I've messed up at work, but 1.2 million, that's hard for people to come back from.
That's very rough.
But I did, and I won't name the guy, but that kind of happened to me at the Comedy Store. I got to do it I was, by no means, it was like a produced show, but I was going up, and this guy that I've loved since I was a kid, like one of the first comics I liked, was going up before me, and I had done well at the store previously, and he brought me up. He goes, there are some comics who, when they go up, all the comics run in to watch them. This is not one of them. Lee Syatt. And I was like a year or two into stand-up, and like it was the last time I was at the main room, I got like an applause break. I came in thinking I was like hot shit the next time. He brought me up with that, and then no applause break. I'll never forget that. So I can't imagine having Eddie Griffin go off on him for probably like what, 10 minutes?
It's funny, like when I got to the store, there was one guy that wanted drama with me. And every once in a while, he would bring me up and say something, and I would get him outside and go, pretty fucking funny. And he was doing it for all the wrong reasons. Like, he had no idea that I would fucking bury him. Number one, he was a fake biker, which
Jesus.
I really don't like as it is. Because I had a fake biker when I kidnapped Bella. I had the same thing. He was a fake biker. He had no biker blood in him whatsoever. And this guy had no biker blood in him. He had just rode a motorcycle one time and thought it was cool to be and all that shit.
Had a leather jacket.
And I'll forget that I said something to him once. Like the last time he said something, when he brought me up, I said something to him. No, when I went up, I goofed on him. I said exactly that. Let's keep it going for the fake fucking biker.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Because if you want static, I'm going to have to give it to you. And at the store, it's like prison. The first time they smell weakness, they're going to fucking steamroll you.
The other comics.
The other comic. I would. You know, that's the way life is. They're going to steamroll you. So that's the way I looked at it. You can't take no shit from these motherfuckers, especially up here, no matter who the fuck they are. And the bigger they are, the bigger you go at them, and everybody will remember. It's one of those situations when you're choking them and you come out of here. What was I doing? Just like that fucking cocaine scene.
Okay.
While you're choking them, they're like, you don't know who I am. I don't give a fuck. And then they realize you don't give a fuck. And it's good to do that. So I said something on stage like this fucking guy. And And when I got off, he was outside, and I just told him, if you want a fucking problem, I'll give it to you. Whatever the fuck you want to do. So I knew he wasn't real.
Right.
And then I did something that I thought I'd never do. He came up one day, and he was selling Girl Scout cookies for his daughter. And I had a chance to either rob him, like that's what I was thinking of doing, like stepping on him, like crushing all the cookies. Like that's how fucking crazy I am, okay? Like just knocking the cookies out of his hand.
He had the whole table set up and you were going to just
I
like
was gonna
Godzilla
break
or
the
like King
fucking
Kong
table,
them.
and nobody was going to say a fucking word to me. That's how, like, I just said, I was at the store. Mitchie sure wasn't going to throw me out, and Mitchie sure liked when I went at a motherfucker. So this would be perfect. He did what? He stepped on your cookies? She would have loved that shit. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the high road, and I bought 3 boxes from him, even though it was my cocaine money. And I remember him looking at me, and that's when I knew I fucking had him. I owned him.
Right.
I could eat him alive after that. And then he stopped getting spots, and I started rising in the ranks. And I had him a Facebook message one day to remind him of who the fuck he was messing with.
Oh, I love that.
And after that, he blocked me.
Did he respond to the
Just
message?
a little reminder who the fuck he was messing with all those years. Because he ended up with nothing. He ended up in San Diego sweeping at my, you know what I'm saying? At 50, he was done. He was done. His career was fucking done. And I was just getting started. So I had to send him a little note to remind him.
What did he say in the note?
Haven't seen you up here in a while. I guess my jokes were a lot better than yours, motherfucker.
Oh my God. How good did that feel to hit send?
Like a new man.
Oh my God.
In fact, today I sent my arresting officer in Boulder. He hasn't been posting lately. And I saw he posted today about my, for police con. And I go, hey, what's going on? You going to talk about the kidnapping? He won't reply to me. Whenever I see it's his birthday, I write him a big birthday note, like, birthdays on Facebook. Jimmy, how you doing? Happy birthday. You're still a handsome motherfucker. John Bonet all the way, fuck it.
Dude,
Because he was in charge of the John Bonet Ramsey case.
but hold on.
What?
You friended the cop who arrested you?
I had to.
What do you mean you had to?
I had to. The other guy won't even respond to me. He hated me more than life itself.
The other cop?
Oh, there was one cop. He even showed up at one of my divorce hearings. He even showed up when I smacked John. He showed up to testify against me. They were all looking at him and shit.
In the case that he wasn't involved
Even
in, he just
involved. On
hated
the way
you?
out, I'm saying horrible things to John and my ex-wife. And he kept saying, put a lid on it, sir. And I'm like, fuck you. Last I checked, this is amendment number 1, 2, 3, 4.
So hold, and you send the cop who liked you enough to accept the friend request but doesn't want to respond to your messages? What? Why do you torture? Well, you just find these people.
You know what, man? You arrested me, so now I gotta let you know I'm all right. And I'm doing just as good or better than you, bitch. So, so how you like me now, motherfucker? You didn't make a mistake. You arrested a criminal. But some of the shit you said in court, you were wrong. And here I am to prove you wrong. That motherfucker has never said to me, hey, man, congratulations. Thank you for doing what you did. Thank you for turning your life around. Nothing. He couldn't say a word. The other guy, listen, I did Comedy Works one time, and a junior cop worked with me, a guy that worked for Boulder Police. And I told him, I said, you work with that guy? And he's like, yeah. I go, you going to see him tomorrow? He goes, yeah. I go, ask him about me. The next day, the kid came in to feature for me. It's like a bunch of comedy acts going in front of you at the Comedy Works.
Right.
I said, what did he say? He was like, you don't want to know. And the kid was standoffish from me the rest of the weekend. And then the next time I came, I asked about him. I go, he didn't call for spots. They're like, no, not this week. He calls every other week. That cop scared him off me. But he believed him. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like whatever the cop said to him, they don't. Like if you came to me and said you did something 30 years ago, and I'm watching you now, the life that you live now, I'd eat my words. I'd say something to you. Hey man, congratulations on what you did. I didn't fucking like who the fuck you were, but I still don't like you. I still don't like you, but I got to congratulate you on what you did.
Right.
The odds of you turning this around, well, one thing. The odds of you being in a fucking movie, that's another. The odds of you being in more movies, that was something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that. I'm big enough to say that to somebody. I fucked up with my judgment 20 years ago because I was a fucking idiot. So now if you come to me when you're 35 and you say to me, you went to prison and you came out and I see that you're working, you got a wife, you're not doing blow, I got to give you a nod.
Because that's what you'd hope police officers, because in theory they're like, and a lot of them are there to like protect you and also like to reform you. That should be the goal of prison. But I think a lot of these, who knows, maybe they hold grudges. Like, do you think that's
So
common?
do I. That's why Facebook.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
So do I. So do fucking I.
How often do you like send them articles like with your variety things or anything? Nothing. How often?
I don't need to do that. Just that I'm on the other side of that Facebook fucking thing with them. Mm-hmm. Just that because they predicted I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying there?
Who else do you have on like the fuck you message list?
I got about 200 people.
Hysterical.
Like, I
How do you
ask them
keep track of all these things?
How you doing lately? What's going on? How you like me now? Those are the best when you hit them with how you like me now.
And then do you go back and forth with them, or if they respond, you don't even talk to them?
If I tell you something that's even creepier, for all the shit they talked,
Right.
they don't respond to me.
That's fucked up. Out of 200, how many do you think respond?
3.
Damn.
I remember when I first started like going on Rogan, I had kids from North Bergen hit me with hate. And I would fucking tell them, fuck you. And there was like a Spanish kid that went after me on Twitter. Like, my father said, you robbed the sneakers and all this. You're still a piece of shit. And I go, your father still works for MWA. And I'm in fucking LA getting my dick sucked and my balls licked. And he goes, how do you know my father works for MWA? Because you're a fucking idiot for even being on here. And the apple don't fall far from the fucking tree. For you to even relay that message on a Twitter that your dad said that, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And you haven't done that in a while. You used to like go back and forth with people on Twitter sometimes.
I had to.
Old school Twitter was fun.
Old school Twitter was fun, but then you have to think about, like, why the fuck? Like, listen, man, you wake up in the morning, you get a cup of coffee, you think about your day, you kiss your family, you pet the cat, you fucking feed them, whatever the fuck. You open up your computer and there's some guy like going after you at 7:30 in the morning. A lot of people don't know how to handle that. And the first thing you do where we're from, we're like, hey, motherfucker, you got a fucking problem? And then all of them were the same. They all fold.
Right.
It's just people trying to get a rise out of you. And some guy today on Twitter, hey, man, you got to start feeding Lee. Have you seen Lee eat lately, motherfucker? Obviously, like, you got to start feeding Lee. Like,
I think I've eaten enough.
that's why I don't understand. That's why I was telling you, you can't read the comments.
Never.
You can't look at. It's a retardation that is so bad because it makes you think. When you do that, you'll get 8 great comments and then one that is so incorrect, dumb, that you have to, you have to ask what made that person say that.
Right, but
Like, what's going on in his life that he's such a fucking loser? Because at the end of the day, he knows he's a loser. This is why he's saying these things. I'm 62 years old. I have never fucking gone on something and said, I really don't like what you're doing. I think you're against the policy of whatever.
that would be nice, though.
No.
A lot of no. Compared to the angry messages, I don't like you. You're against my policy. That would be something people tell me to blow my brains out.
Oh, yeah. Dog, they'll say shit like that for, oh, my God, the vacation thing about the vacation. I had people so angry about that. People took it to the heart. The Epstein stuff I talk about, oh, my God. And that's how I know we're doing a good job on the podcast.
Right.
When you get that upset over a fat 62-year-old talking about your vacation and who earns a vacation. You're not thinking about what I'm saying. And if you read the comments and if you saw the way they attacked me for it, you could see that they weren't even standing what I was saying. But you never worked a day in your life. You're flying on the road with Rogan. Okay. I never worked a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand.
Right. But I think the difference with you is like most people, I think, ignore it. Some people like go back and forth in like a stupid battle. You were fun because you would just like obliterate them with like 6 words, and they'd go crazy and they'd stop responding.
I could leave, come back 8 hours later, and the guy's still figuring out. And I would go, "Oh my God, poor bastard." That's when you know he had nothing to do all day.
Right.
Uncle Joey here, as you guys know already. Football is back. And so is a shot at you guys to win big with DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. That's right. You can score real money real fast. And here's how to play. Ready? You pick more or less on 2 or more players' stats, whoever you like. Then watch the game to see if you're right. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. You catch me? So do yourself a favor. And here's the kickoff bonus. Now, new people to DraftKings, new customers, I'm going to get you $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. You ready? This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app and use code Joey, Joey. Again, that's code Joey, Joey. Just play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call, ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6, DraftKings, where the crown is yours. Ha!
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
He's sitting there. He's watching CNN or whatever fuck they watch all day long, and they watch that. The fucking Democrats are ruining the world, and they just go off from that. Speaking of which, listen, there's a podcast with comedians. We discuss what happens in the world. That's what a comedian does. I don't like to get involved in this type of, because then people label me a fucking political whatever. I'm not political. I'm a felon. So before I even go into this thing with you people, just remember one thing. This is coming from a felon standpoint. Last week, something happened in this country that was not good. Now, if you want me to sit here and tell you I knew who Charlie Kirk was, I'll tell you. I had no idea who this man was. I had no idea who this man was. Did I ever see him before? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That's my downfall as a human being living in this country. That I tell you people, I black myself out from that, and I do. And I feel very bad for his family, his wife. He left kids behind. I don't know what he stood on in this country. I don't know what platform. I just keep learning little things. He's on a plane with J.D. Vance, so obviously he's a Republican. He's a young kid, whatever. What I do know is I saw a chick from my neighborhood that's crazy. She drinks and she sings karaoke by herself.
I can't wait to see how you connect.
And she's got like a little 11-year-old boy. And I opened up my Instagram and she was on there crying, like tearing, crying. And I remember when it went down, my wife said something to me. I didn't know who I was talking about. And then you try to put the TV on. They're saying the guy's bleeding from his neck in fucking Utah and all this stuff. Again, listen, my heart goes out to his family, his kids. Obviously, the guy was a great guy because fucking people were upset, Jack. I've seen people die in this country and it lasts 1 or 2 days till there's a balloon or Cracker Barrel changes his name again, then it goes away. It's fucking Monday. I wanted to pay the bill before for something. It's still on TV, and there's still people crying. So this guy was doing something good. God bless him. But I got to tell you something. I'm not talking about this for political or whether he was right or wrong. Something, when my wife told me, I was downstairs writing or something, and I go, the first words out of my mouth, honestly, guys, was, the world's changing. And it's changing at a rapid fucking, it's just changing, guys. You know, I mean, I know they're in Memphis now, right? The National Guard.
Oh, yeah, they're going there too, yeah.
Why they weren't there the last 10 fucking years? I don't know, you know, because that's what you got to do in these towns now. Chicago, or, you know, I mean, you have how many murders every weekend? North Bergen, New Jersey. I grew up here, fucking 2 murders last weekend, 1 murder, 2 shot in Middle New Jersey. That's never been a great neighborhood, but nobody's ever been shot in it, okay? That's the project. That's never been, people jump you with heroin, you know, they work at the MUA, whatever. But they fucking, nobody gets shot. Times are changing in this country, you know, and you have to make a note of this.
Well,
You have to make a note of this shit before you want to go do things from now on. Like, it was an issue years ago, but we can't stop living our lives. I'm not going to get on a plane because a terrorist is going to get on there. I'm not going to not go.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to go to a fucking Giant or Jet game anyway. But I'm not going to go to a Jet game. I'll never go to a Jet game. I'm not going to go to one of those, not going to go to one of those games because I'm going to get shot.
right.
You know, like right now, you have to think of anybody who has a platform. Anybody's got a platform. You could be at the fucking, there could be the New York Comedy Festival. You're at Washington Square Park doing the comedy festival and you get shot in the head. I mean, you know, I know that, and again, this isn't a political podcast. What I'm trying to talk about is some guy got shot, man, for no fucking reason.
I think what's happening, because I was in like I think it was in 5th grade when Columbine happened. And it like slowly started to happen. But now the sad thing is these things are happening once a month at a minimum. Like, I gotta be honest with you, I was watching the news on this and they were talking about when Trump got those 2 attempts. And to be very honest with you, I forgot about the second attempt. I remember the ear, but there wasn't a whole. These happen so fucking often that you forget about.
About Trump getting shot.
No, but I'm just saying these
What
things
I'm
happen
talking
all
to
the
you about
goddamn
is,
time.
This is not a fucking tier Trump type of guy.
No,
This is a lower end type of guy.
I don't know.
You
This
know,
guy,
and-
he was on that level. Apparently, he was like the next, like a star. Like that's why these people.
If I wanted to mention Trump, I would have mentioned Trump. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep Trump out of this
But
conversation.
it's not okay.
The fucking guy died. Got shot in an afternoon in Utah, of all places. I could see if it was northern New Jersey. I could see if it was Buffalo, New York. I could see if it was fucking L.A. The guy with the flag shot him and shit. But fucking Utah, you know? And it's a different world, ladies and gentlemen. And
On a college campus.
on a college campus, you know, I don't know any details of the shooting. You know, again, I don't know much about what's going on. I know they captured somebody, they caught somebody. He's not,
His dad turned him in.
yeah, he's not cooperating with authorities. You know, people are getting, I'm going to have to talk to my wife, seriously. I'm getting Mercy off the computer, guys.
In what
I'm
way?
getting no time. Limits. There's got to be limits. There's got to be limits because they said that he got, what's that word? Remember when we used to go to the 7-Eleven and the crazy
On
one?
Chandler?
On Chandler. What,
With the music?
yeah, what you get rationalized when you went and shopped there?
Radicalized.
Yeah, all you had to do was go in there. You could be the nicest white guy. Go into 7-Eleven on Chandler. There was so many ISIS in there, and the music they played, the flute, everything. You come out of there like, fuck America. And then one day, remember they shot the owner's wife?
They got stabbed. 2 people got
Look,
stabbed
I'm not
and
kidding
murdered.
you. I knew that fucking.
It was
and that-
Will Canyon and Chandler, and he's talking about the music, and he's not like, it's not like he had a little speaker or his phone going. It was on the speakers,
loud.
and it was like a party.
He was like telling you, go fuck yourself. We're jihad. And we're going to blow this fucking neighborhood up any fucking day. And it was next to a laundromat that was open 24 hours.
Yeah.
That was just as fucking scary. And it was maybe 3 blocks from the house, maybe.
Yeah, and
Laurel Canyon
Very
and Chandler.
close.
Let me just, I fucking 5 years.
like one major street. It was Laurel Canyon, then Colfax. It's like a long LA, but it's not like a New York block.
Laurel Canyon and Chandler. Where would I get off?
On the
So I'm on
on the
Laurel
101.
Canyon. I'm on Laurel Canyon. Jesus Christ. I got to start eating beets. You know,
What do beats help with?
I don't know. Everybody's eating beets in a gel form. They get their memory back.
Oh, it helps with that. Yeah, dude.
So, Santa. Anyway, okay. Now I know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got to go up past your house,
Yeah, it was
past Colfax, and then after Colfax, past the hot dog place, past Popeyes, past the yoga place, go past that light.
right. And it's at Chandler was the one that had like with the bus going down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
All the Jews lived on Chandler.
I remember going to that place,
Yeah.
and I would get like snacks or something there.
Fuck yeah.
And they used to be like a Japanese hand job place.
That was a different 7-Eleven, but yeah. Because this one, you were exactly right. Had it was that and a 24-hour laundromat, and you for years were like, don't go to that 7-Eleven, the ISIS 7-Eleven. And then right before we left, a homeless dude was like robbing a 7-Eleven, and he stabbed 2 people. Like it was 7-Elevens in LA were like kind of like a lawless like a homeless people were there.
Well, then there was the one where we used to torture the guy. The one where the lady was sitting, I put the light in her eye. And she's like, oh, fuck yourself.
Oh my God.
That's where I met the black hooker that night.
Oh yeah.
Remember the hot chick in the Jeep that started talking to me? And you're like, you know? I'm like, no.
What was that like? Tahunga and something?
No.
It was right across from the diner.
That was the one from the diner. Yeah. Across
I don't remember the street
up
names.
the
then.
block from where I beat the horn on the Masons.
Oh yeah. That was a great
Next
block.
to the YMCA.
By the park, yeah.
By the park there.
But dude, the light in that poor lady's eyes. She was just sitting in that wheelchair. Like I don't
She
know.
was a fake. She was, the wheelchair was a
How'd you
stunt.
get there?
She was like the chick. She was like Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours. The wheelchair, not 48 Hours, Trading Places.
Right.
She was walking around. I would see her walk around. And then she would sit there in a wheelchair. She would push the wheelchair herself.
Right.
And then sit there, like trick you, and ask for coins. And one night I pulled up and I put the light in her eyes just to let her know. I knew what she was up to. And when we got out of the car, she's like, oh, fuck yourself. And all. But we even gave her money.
We tried to. I think she didn't want to take it. And I can't. Was that the night that you had me steal the milk carts? And I was fucking I was high as fucking paranoid.
Did we steal them from that 7-Eleven?
Fuck yeah, one of them for the records.
I really want to go back to LA for 1 week.
Okay.
And if I tell you what I want to go back to do, you would not believe it. Because if you know me for real,
Right.
you know what I want to go back and do.
Burn some places down.
No.
Do you want me to guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you knew my torturous side,
Oh boy.
what would I obviously get on a plane to go do?
The first one at some point is you would drive in your old neighborhood
And run
over the
cone.
guy's cones.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
It's not. I would just get on a plane to do that to that guy. 4 nights in a row, and then Friday we knock on his bell, and you ask him, "Has somebody been running over your cones?" And we put it on tape just to see him go, "Yeah."
Oh my!
He disappeared for 5 years. Nobody touched my cones.
But we gotta be careful. They have cameras now.
Who gives a fuck?
Dude,
We're renting a car. We're renting Ubers. We'll do it with
Yeah, they
Uber.
link that to people.
Listen,
we can't have
I'll
an
get a
Uber
list.
driver run over someone's cones.
Listen, you give one of those Uber drivers $50. One of those Mexican Uber drivers, they'll ride over your mother. They don't give a fuck. They'll drive over your mother. Fuck. They don't give a fuck. Those Arabs got no licenses. They got nothing. They're like Cubans. They got fake birth certificate. Those Arabs come over, dog. They don't give a fuck. That license, they don't even know who the fuck they are. And try to find them. Go back to Arabia and try to find them. You think it's hard to find a Mexico in Mexico? Go ahead. Once they got the frolic on the head, what do they call that?
So they're gonna have to leave America for $50?
What do you call that? The Muslim wear?
I have no idea.
That should be a new line, Muslim wear. You know what I'm saying? Like terrorist wear, like clothing when shit's
clothing
on
line?
fire. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking of blowing up, that's just Ba-boom.
Oh my god!
Everybody wants to blow up.
Can you imagine having their store at the mall?
What happened?
Like they would have a store at the mall.
Oh my God.
The terrorist line.
That'd be tremendous, wouldn't it? Lee and Joey's Ba-boom.
Why do we have to own it?
We'll let Nick own it, and then we sit and get no money like assholes. That's what the fucking white people said. Why would the Indians? Why would we? Because we're trying to make $1 here. Why would we want to? Well, you don't want to make no money. It'd be a little controversial. But that's how you make money, by boom, ba-boom. You don't remember, before you were born, there were these shirts that if you put the shirt on, it would change colors according to your body heat and mood.
Okay.
It's called body cam. We bring that back, and we call it body camouflage. Knowing before you get blown up, like that minute before, before you die, you get that last shot of fucking whatever and EMT, and the third eye goes to work. The same thing. This shirt will let you know that you're about to die. There's a missile. Like if you wear this,
then knows that the missile's coming when it starts to change colors.
That's a fucking good idea. I'm gonna shut up. I've been looking for an investment. This one is it. Hamas wear, like something like that. Like fucking.
That would actually do very well right now.
Oh my God, Hamas wear.
Yeah, those are the scarves. You sell 1 million scarves.
And 10% goes to the poor Hamas kids that ain't eating.
But you don't send it to them?
No, we're going to send it to them. I send 20%. Those kids are starving. Those kids haven't seen. Those guys, I saw a kid that was 18. He's 5'1". Not even. He's 1'5". That's what I meant to say. He's fucking. They're like 1.5 feet. They ain't even growing. They got no nutrients. It's like Cuba. These kids can't grow.
Right.
They can't grow. We're cutting out a whole civilization of these poor kids. I mean, we're goofing around. It's a joke, but it's not really a joke.
No, it's not.
Listen, Jews got to do what they got to do. I'm not mad at Israel or anybody else. War is war. And, they're going to hate us for this podcast.
Yeah, it's all right.
But,
you can be mad at everybody. I'm mad at Israel. And I went there. And, if people are sending rockets or, there's a lot of reasons why Israel has to do certain things. You can't justify the things that are coming out of there. You can justify it to a point, and you know what? I'm not saying Hamas is obviously fucking 1,000%. They put hospitals around people.
Listen, nobody's right and nobody's wrong. Let's leave it at that.
Right.
But I never wanted to see kids starve.
No.
You want to starve me? I got 80 days. You can starve the fuck out of me. I got Chinese ribs. I got fucking Stugats. I got fat all over.
Yeah.
But those kids, it's a hunger issue, and it's a kid issue. So I don't care how you feel about different political things. You never want to see a kid starve.
No.
I wouldn't want to see my enemy starve. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a grenade up his ass, but not a kid. You follow me? I have a lot of enemies. I love to put a grenade up their ass.
Man on fire style?
Yeah, but they have to be over 30 years old. I'm not here to.
Well, 30's the minimum to blow someone up?
It's just, like I said, guys, in the beginning of this, all this stuff, the starvation, we're living in a different fucking world, man. And it's not, the old world's not going to come back. It's not going to get any better. I'm not here with negative shit. This is just the obvious. They just killed a kid on a college fucking campus. This could be us. This could be you. I mean, nobody would shoot him. They don't give a fuck. But this kid was actually doing something good. Kids loved him. He was doing something for kids. I watched an interview with an 18-year-old kid. The kid was goofy or whatever, but what would I rather him doing? Doing that or selling drugs or doing the stupid shit I was doing? I'd rather him be doing that, kid.
And I'm not speaking poorly about anybody. But just the other side of it, there are people who are on a certain political side who don't think he was doing good. But no matter what you think, about what he was doing as a person, to get it shot in front of that, that's wrong no matter what.
Well, I did hear, I said, guys, after the pandemic, I stopped trying to watch the news. The pandemic threw me into a fucking state that I had fear. I had fear of something I didn't see. That's not who I am, So I know I just didn't want to watch it anymore. I don't really catch up on that stuff. I'm not going to turn the TV on to watch something political. I don't want to get aggravated. But I have heard that people were cheering, like people from TMZ
Oh yeah,
were cheering.
a lot of people got in trouble.
Couple people, journalists lost their job. Like I said, again, listen, we were talking about Danny Merwin guy, the guy that owned the comedy club.
R.I.P.
We made a joke. Listen, you can make a joke, but to cheer outside when you're a journalist or something to that nature and cheer that somebody died, again, we're talking about the world changing. And I want you to be aware of that. That's all. I just want you to not to go, wow, how could that happen? Things are happening. Things, when we were kids, if there was a shooting in Manhattan once a week, it's 2 a.m. What do you think happens in Manhattan at 2 a.m? You're giving out flowers. What do you think happens in Manhattan? People are drinking. There's drugs involved and there's guns. But now it's every other day. There's a shooting somewhere, a kid, this, that. Look at this comedian guy. That's nobody really talked about. That he had, I know that kid. I know John Reap.
Oh,
I personally know John Reap. I know him since he's a kid. Sunday nights at the store. I know him. This got to be 20 years since I did Sunday nights at the store. I know that kid a long time. If I'm going on a plane with you guys, and all of a sudden I look down, there's a picture of him on TMZ, got arrested with 11 counts of child molestation. Listen, I know that kid, man. He never gave me, I'm not going to lie to you, he never gave me the feel of somebody like that.
right. And I just want to clarify, it wasn't child it was like something online. Nothing physical.
Child porn, whatever. I know John. And you know what? I don't agree with what he did. I don't like what he did, but I got to say a prayer for the guy. I got to go, well, John, listen, man, the devil is working overtime. Just note that. Ever since fucking they shot Kobe, the devil has been working overtime. You don't believe me? Look at the results. Look at what's going on in the world right now. The devil's working overtime. And there's just so many. Look at, there's cities you go into that you walk in the street and all of a sudden a van pulls up out of nowhere and you hear, andale, andale. And people with masks are grabbing 3 people. Whether they're, in the old days, I would grab you and Mirandize you and, read you the riot act and gave you a minute to whip out your license and go, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. We're not even doing that in this country anymore.
No.
Again, people voted for that. This is what you wanted. I don't want this to be a political podcast, but think about it. This is not what I paid for. All right, I thought you were going to stop people at the border. I didn't think when I'm eating at Rudy's, you're going to come into Rudy's and take my favorite clam guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's he going? And he's getting taken away.
Where's he going? He's going home.
Where's he going? And that's what's going on right now. People eating at restaurants. You get used to Donatello's, and all of a sudden you're there, and fucking Pepe's getting whipped out of the kitchen while he's whipping up your eggplant rollatini.
Oh, my
You couldn't
God.
give him 20 fucking minutes? You know what I'm saying?
Let us finish the dinner. And you know what's more wild is they're sending people to I don't remember the names of it, but in Africa, they're sending, they're just sending people away. And can you imagine, if you made it to America from another country and then suddenly you're on a different continent and I don't know how you can't walk home there's
So wait a second. I'm from Colombia. I ended up in New Jersey. I got arrested in Connecticut. And now I'm in fucking Africa.
I think so. Can you look it up, Nick? I think
They didn't even do black people that bad. Like the slaves, they at least took them from one destination to the other. These motherfuckers are getting treated like Chinese people in the 20s and shit.
Oh yeah, this podcast is definitely getting taken down. This is amazing.
Anyway, I just want to, I really wanted to bring the Charlie Kirk thing up, even though I'm not political or politically inclined, he is a human being.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I was talking about. That